A math problem sat unsolved for 87 years. The World War II, the moon landing, all of it. Then, about 10 days ago, someone casually broke it right around the World Cup final weekend. 87 years is a long time for anything in math to survive untouched. The smartest mathematicians alive have tried and failed to crack the Jacobian Conjecture since 1939. No proof, no counterexample, just silence for generations. Here's the plain English shape of the question before the real math. Imagine stretching a sheet of dough so every tiny patch moves smoothly. No tearing, no folding. If it looks perfectly reversible at every single point, does that guarantee you can always unstretch the whole sheet back? Formally, take a polynomial map and check its Jacobian determinant, a number measuring local stretching at every point. If that number is constant and never zero anywhere, the conjecture claims the whole map must be reversible. Simple to state, brutal to actually settle. If a claim survives 87 years of attack by the best mathematicians on earth, is it more likely true or secretly false? Guess before Kuro tells you what actually happened. Here's why nobody cracked this for generations. To disprove it, you need just one polynomial map that breaks the rule. Out of an infinite space of candidates. Searching that space by hand with pen and paper is exactly as brutal as it sounds. The person who finally cracked this open, Levent Alpöge, a mathematician who was previously a fellow at Harvard Society of Fellows, and notably, he now works at Anthropic, the company behind Claude. Here's the detail that makes this genuinely funny. He reportedly did this the night of a World Cup final. Sometime in that window, he asked Claude Fable 5 to generate a candidate construction. I respect the multitasking. I can barely focus on one browser tab at a time. What do you think Claude actually produced here? A full, finished mathematical proof or something smaller? Take a real guess before the answer. Not a full proof, something more specific and just as real. Claude generated an explicit candidate polynomial map plus the algebra steps behind it. Alpöge then checked every single claim independently, by hand, with tedious but straightforward calculus. That combination, a generated candidate independently verified, is what actually held up. Here's the actual object that broke an 87-year-old conjecture. A compact polynomial map with a constant Jacobian determinant of -2, never 0, exactly as required. And yet 3 completely different starting points, all mapped to the exact same output, impossible for a truly reversible map. Constant, non-zero determinant, but not one-to-one. The conjecture said that couldn't happen. A brand new claim, breaking an 87-year mystery posted casually on social media. How fast do you think other mathematicians verified it? Days? Weeks? Guess before the real number. Faster than you are probably picturing. Independent mathematicians reran the whole thing themselves shortly after using tools like Wolfram Alpha. Fields Medalist Terence Tao posted his own detailed write-up just 2 days later. Here's the real. Why now, not just why AI? The hard part was never understanding the conjecture. It was searching an enormous space of candidates by hand. A model that can generate and manipulate huge symbolic expressions in seconds just made that search survivable. If Claude generated a candidate that a human then had to fully verify by hand, who actually gets credit for solving this? There's no clean answer here. What's your take? Now the honest part nobody puts in the headline. This hasn't cleared formal peer review yet. Public and independently checked isn't the same thing. And it only breaks the conjecture for 3 dimensions and up. The 2-dimensional case is still completely open. Exactly how much of this was Claude versus Alpöge's own mathematical steering also isn't public. Call it AI assisted, not AI solved. Somewhere, a mathematician from 1939 is furious. This took a chatbot and a soccer match. 87 years of silence, broken during halftime. One more mix-up worth clearing up. this isn't the same kind of AI math story as AlphaGeometry or AlphaProof. Those systems produce formally machine-checked proofs for already known Olympiad competition problems. This is a human mathematician using an LLM to generate, then hand verify, a counterexample to a genuinely unsolved research conjecture. Different tool, different kind of solved entirely. Would you trust an AI generated math lame if it took mathematicians days, not years, to verify? Genuinely curious where your line is? Drop it below. Here's the bigger shift this points at. Mathematicians are starting to treat frontier models as real research collaborators, not just students acing practice exams. Whether that holds up at scale is still an open question, pun very much intended. Let's fold the whole case back together. The mystery, an 87-year-old conjecture about polynomial maps and reversibility. The mechanism, Claude generated a candidate, Alpöge verified every step by hand. The catch, not peer-reviewed yet, only for 3 dimensions and up, and no one saying exactly how much AI did. An 87-year-old cold case cracked open between penalty kicks. Formal peer review is still coming, but for now, the math world is still buzzing. Do you think AI just became a real research partner, or just a very fast calculator? Tell Kuro below and subscribe.